If you're a man over 60 who's noticed that your erections aren't as full, as firm, or as reliable as they once were, I have some genuinely encouraging news for you today. What you're experiencing isn't a permanent decline or an inevitable consequence of aging, but rather a reversible condition that responds remarkably well to targeted, simple exercises. In just a few moments, I'm going to share with you a safe, doctor-approved 3-minute daily routine that can naturally enhance blood flow, improve erectile firmness, and help restore what many men describe as their natural size and vitality, without medications, devices, or complicated procedures. I'm Dr. Emily Brooks, a urologist who has dedicated my career to men's sexual health and wellness. Over the past 15 years, I've had the privilege of working with thousands of men in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond who came to my clinic feeling discouraged about changes in their sexual function. What has been most rewarding is witnessing their transformation, not just physically, but in their confidence and overall quality of life, when they discover that their bodies still possess remarkable capacity for improvement. Today, I want to share with you the same principles and techniques that have helped so many of my patients reclaim their sexual vitality. Understanding the natural changes. To properly address any concern, we must first understand what's actually happening in your body. After age 60, several natural physiological changes occur that can affect erectile function. The most significant of these involves your vascular system, the network of blood vessels that delivers blood throughout your body. With each passing decade, these vessels gradually lose some of their elasticity, much like a rubber band that's been stretched many times. This reduced flexibility means they don't expand as readily when your brain signals for increased blood flow to the pelvic region. Simultaneously, the smooth muscle tissue within your penis itself can develop tiny amounts of fibrous tissue over time, somewhat limiting its ability to expand fully during erection. But here's the crucial understanding that many men miss. These changes are gradual, partial, and, most importantly, responsive to targeted intervention. Your body hasn't forgotten how to function. It simply needs the right kind of stimulation to optimize its performance given these new conditions. The critical role of pelvic floor health. Many men are surprised to learn that erectile function depends not just on blood vessels and hormones, but significantly on muscular support. Your pelvic floor, that network of muscles stretching like a hammock between your pubic bone and tailbone, plays an essential role in sexual function that's often overlooked. These muscles perform two vital functions related to erections. First, they help pump blood into the penile chambers during arousal, and second, they act as a natural valve that helps maintain the blood within those chambers once they're filled. When these muscles weaken, which commonly occurs due to prolonged sitting, weight gain, or simply lack of targeted exercise, this pumping action becomes less efficient, and the valving function becomes less effective. The result is erections that take longer to achieve, feel less firm, and don't last as long. The encouraging news is that these muscles respond to exercise just like any other muscles in your body, and with consistent training, they can regain their strength and coordination, leading to noticeable improvements in erectile quality. The comprehensive 3-minute daily routine. Now let's walk through the simple yet powerful 5-step routine that I recommend to my patients. This sequence is designed to be completed in just 3 minutes once daily, though you can certainly practice it more frequently if you wish. The key is consistency rather than duration. Step 1. Mind-muscle connection, 30 seconds. We begin by establishing what we call the mind-muscle connection. The simplest way to identify your pelvic floor muscles is to practice briefly stopping your urine flow midstream. Notice the gentle lifting and tightening sensation. That's your pelvic floor contracting. Once you've identified this feeling, you can practice without urinating. Sit or lie comfortably with your knees slightly bent and practice this gentle contraction and release several times, focusing your attention on the sensation. This foundational step ensures you're engaging the correct muscles throughout the routine. Step 2. Sustained contractions. 1 minute. Now we'll build endurance through sustained contractions. Gently contract your pelvic floor muscles, aiming for about 30 to 40% of your maximum strength. This should feel challenging but not strained. Hold this contraction for 5 seconds, then completely release for 5 seconds, allowing the muscles to fully relax between contractions. Repeat this cycle 10 times. As you practice, pay attention to maintaining normal breathing. Many men tend to hold their breath during muscular contractions, but proper oxygenation is essential for optimal results. Step 3. Quick pulses, 45 seconds. This phase develops muscular responsiveness and coordination. Switch to rapid, brief contractions. Squeeze and release quickly, spending about 1 second on each contraction and 1 second on each release. Complete 20 of these quick pulses. The goal here isn't maximum force, but rather speed and precision. Think of this as awakening the neuromuscular connections that coordinate these muscles during sexual activity. Step 4. Conscious relaxation and breathing, 45 seconds. Many men overlook the importance of relaxation in sexual function. Finish your active training with 5 deep diaphragmatic breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your abdomen expand, then exhale fully through your mouth for a count of 6, consciously releasing any tension in your pelvic area. This practice not only oxygenates the tissues, but trains your nervous system to associate pelvic muscle activity with relaxation rather than tension, a crucial component for healthy sexual function. Step 5. Integration and circulation, optional. While optional, this final step can enhance your results. Stand and gently walk for 1 to 2 minutes, or perform slow hip circles to integrate the neuromuscular work and promote healthy circulation to the entire pelvic region. Avoiding common pitfalls. As with any exercise program, proper technique is more important than intensity or duration. Through working with thousands of patients, I've identified several common mistakes that can reduce the effectiveness of this practice. First is over-squeezing, using maximum contraction force rather than moderate, controlled engagement. This isn't a strength competition. Excessive force can actually create tension patterns that interfere with optimal function. Second is breath holding. Many men unconsciously hold their breath during muscular contractions, which increases abdominal pressure and reduces blood flow to the very tissues we're trying to nourish. Third is inconsistent practice. Sporadic, longer sessions are less effective than brief, daily practice. The nervous system learns most efficiently through regular, repeated patterns. Finally, many men expect immediate results. This is training, not a quick fix. Like learning any new skill, improvements accumulate gradually over several weeks. Trust the process and focus on consistency rather than overnight transformation. What to expect? Realistic timelines and results. When practiced consistently, most men experience improvements in predictable stages. During the first 2 to 3 weeks, you'll primarily develop better awareness and control of your pelvic floor muscles. You may notice improved sensation and slightly quicker response to sexual stimulation. Between weeks 3 and 5, as muscular endurance improves, many men report firmer erections and better sustainability during sexual activity. After 5 to 8 weeks of consistent practice, the tissues become more responsive, often leading to what many describe as fuller erections and enhanced control over ejaculation. It's important to understand that these improvements represent your body functioning more efficiently, not adding new tissue. The enhanced appearance and sensation come from better blood flow and muscular support, which allows your natural size potential to be fully expressed. While individual results vary based on factors like overall health, circulation, and consistency of practice, the overwhelming majority of my patients report meaningful improvement within this time frame. Beyond physical changes, the confidence factor. While the physical improvements are meaningful, many of my patients report that the psychological benefits are equally valuable. Restoring sexual function often brings with it a renewed sense of confidence, not just in the bedroom, but in all areas of life. Many men describe feeling more energetic, more optimistic, and more connected to their partners. This isn't just about sexual performance. It's about reclaiming an important aspect of your identity and vitality. I encourage you to view this practice not as a chore focused on a single body part, but as an act of self-care that honors your overall well-being. The discipline of daily practice often creates positive ripple effects in other health habits, from improved hydration to better stress management. Remember that your sexual health is interconnected with your overall health, and investments in one area typically benefit all others. Continuing your journey to vitality. If you found this guidance helpful, I invite you to join our growing Pro-Men Vitality community, where we explore men's health topics with medical accuracy, compassion, and practical wisdom. What I've shared today represents just one piece of the sexual health puzzle. Even with consistent practice of these exercises, many men unknowingly undermine their progress through daily habits that compromise circulation and hormonal balance. In my next video, we'll explore the #1 cause of weak erections in men over 60, a factor that surprises most men when they discover how significantly it impacts their sexual health. Understanding this element, combined with the exercises you learned today, can create powerful synergy in your journey toward renewed vitality. Thank you for investing this time in your health and well-being. Remember, your body retains an incredible capacity for improvement at any age, and often, the simplest, most consistent practices yield the most profound results.